So this part of the course is a basic course, a basic part. So if you already know what FBA is, if you already know what FBM is, if you already get the picture of why sell on Amazon, then maybe this is might be too basic for you. But a lot of people don't know the basic concept, the basic idea of selling on Amazon, and the basic huge opportunity that it is to sell on Amazon. So I want to give this part of the basic course to the concepts. So like I said, okay, if you already know the basics, you can move on. But if you don't haven't still gotten the picture of if you don't know what the buy box is, if you don't know how Amazon works, if you don't know the basic stuff, then you need to see this course. Okay. So why sell on Amazon? Amazon is the largest marketplace there is. 400 million active clients in 100 countries. The website gets 3 billion visits per month. Besides that, there's so many: Amazon US, Amazon Canada, Amazon Brazil. Lots of countries have Amazon. Amazon is accounts for more than 50% of the sales of e-commerce. So they take a good chunk of all of the e-commerce purchases. In 2023, Amazon's net sales amounted to over 469 billion. Amazon website receives 2.5 billion visits per month. Billion with a biggie for the big boys. And I want to tell you that people trust Amazon. Amazon has a strong reputation for customer service and reliability. Over 150 million Amazon Prime members globally. I think I read somewhere that over half of the households in the U.S. have a Prime account. I don't know what that number is. I keep forgetting, but it's a high number. So they have a high level of customer trust, and they have a lot of leads. They have the customer. So yes, it is expensive to sell on Amazon. Yes, they take a great percentage, but they have the customers right there. So they do a lot of the work. So the dream should be, so your dream should be to sell here in the phone, not to sell at the store at Walmart where it's hard to get in. Sometimes you have to pay for shelf space, and your dream should not be to sell for my international clients in Mexico. So that should be the dream. The dream, if you can get to sell on the phone where the customer is, this is a new age, age of globalism where even small time people can make a lot of money selling online. So sellers, the reason that a lot of sellers come to Amazon is because they succeed in Amazon. Over 1.9 million small and medium-sized businesses sell on Amazon. So a lot of businesses are on Amazon. Sellers do succeed. More than 200,000 small and medium-sized businesses surpassed 100,000 in sales in 2022. So a lot of people taking sales over 100,000. I would say that 100,000 is very, very easy to make for someone that makes a couple 100,000 in sales a month. I can tell you that 100,000 a year is super easy to get. Sellers on Amazon average 20 to 25 increase in sales after the first year. So you can make money in Amazon, and you can see that it tested that once you start selling, you tend to grow. So once you start selling, you do tend to grow. So that's a big indication. So I want to talk to you about the two programs that Amazon has. Amazon has a program called FBA and also has a program FBM. One is fulfilled by Amazon and the other one is fulfilled by merchant. So you have to choose which one you're going to do. We recommend FBA 100%, but I do want you to understand the differences and the advantage and the disadvantages. So being a vast platform that Amazon is, they give you two options. You can be fulfilled by Amazon or you can be fulfilled by merchant. Fulfilled by Amazon, the seller sends the inventory to the Amazon warehouse. The Amazon stores the warehouse. When the seller receives the order, Amazon dispatches the order and delivers it to the customer. So basically they do the customer service, the customer sending, the customer everything. You send the product to Amazon. That's called fulfilled by Amazon. Sellers tend to do this, FBA. 73% of sellers, according to the seller app, they tend to do this. The other option is to do fulfilled by merchant. Here, you don't send the merchandise to Amazon. You keep the merchandise with yourself, And when they buy it, you have to deliver to the customer via FedEx, UPS, USPS. Both fulfilled by Amazon, fulfilled by a merchant, are profitable for sellers. Each one has their own pro and they have their own con. If you pick what works best for you, it will be easier to manage an online business and make a profit. So you have to choose. So this is the chart for Amazon FBA versus FBM, pros and cons. Number one, FBA. You tend to dominate the what is called the buy box. Oh, I put boy box, not boy box, buy box. So it's buy box. So basically, for every item that is sold on Amazon, there's what's called the buy box. Whoever is in the buy box tends to make the sale. So Amazon has an algorithm to choose who owns the buy box. And one of the main features is to be fulfilled by Amazon. Why? Because they control the customer service, they control delivery. So when they have a lot more control, they tend to, sorry, I got a text. So they tend to give the buy box to FBA. They have what's called the prime eligibility, which basically is a speed guarantee. Under 48 hours, you usually get your stuff. Lately, it's kind of been failing a little bit because there's so much business. The orders are fulfilled by Amazon, so that's a pro. Amazon handles the returns and the customer complaint. That's a major pro. It's a major time consumer to be handling returns, to be handling customer complaints. And through the FBA program, they handle a lot of the stuff that's very time consuming. One of the pros of being fulfilled by merchants, you have a little bit more control. You can have high profit margin on certain items, not on all items. The orders are fulfilled by you, and you handle the returns and the customer complaints. So there's a few advantages. But we love FBA because even though it costs a little bit more money, they handle a lot of the work, a lot of the stressful, the tedious, the stuff that we don't like, they get to do it. So that's really what we recommend. The FBA programs allows hassle-free selling to sellers. Amazon, they handle the shipping, they handle the sellers. You basically put your inventory in the Amazon warehouse, and then when a customer purchases the product, Amazon ships it. That's the FBA model. They do charge an FBA fee, so it tends to be a little bit more expensive. So let me show you how it works. When FBM sellers need to handle the shipment process, a customer orders a product, Amazon will display the customer's personal details for order and fulfillment. So this is the FBA business model. You create an account, okay, on the Seller Central. You make an FBA listing. You send the inventory to Amazon warehouse. The customer orders and Amazon fulfills it. So this is basically the process. The inventory that you get is gonna get sent to the customer, to the warehouse, and then when the customer orders it, Amazon is gonna provide all the steps. So this is the kind of like the process. You need to make a listing on Amazon if it's a new product. Then you need to make a FBA shipment plan. Amazon will give you the labels through the system. You need to carefully label your inventory to make sure that that is assigned to you. That's how Amazon will be able to tell which inventory is yours. And the inventory will be received by Amazon in pallets. They will be unpacked and they will be put in racks. The cool thing is that you can hire a service like us, like Academia Vende, that provide shipping to Amazon. So one of the things that we plan to do, or that we're actually already doing, is we buy inventory, we sell it, but then we send it directly to your account. So that helps you. You can have a whole business without having to touch it. But if you want to do it yourself, you can. So you get the inventory, you make the listing if it's not made, you create a shipment plan, you print the shipping labels, and you label it carefully and you send it to Amazon. And that's how it works. As an FBM, fulfilled by merchant, you have a little bit more control because one of the things, suppose you send products to Amazon and there's an issue, like something's defective, and they tell you 100 of your products are defective and can be sold. Well, you just can't drive up there and check in the warehouse and see what's going on. No, you have to recall the inventory and then you have to ship it back, adding an additional cost. It doesn't happen very often, but it definitely does happen. So with FBA, you lose a little bit of the control, I see it as a good thing, but it can cost you some money in certain cases. Because if you're FBM, then you can just see what the inventory is, you can fix it, you can fix things on the fly a little bit more. There's a connectivity to the end customers. Amazon fulfilled businesses never let the FBA sellers to have customers' email and contact numbers. So when you do FBA, you don't get to see some of the info, like where it's going. A lot of times you can't see it or the phone number. But when you're doing merchant fulfilled orders, you get a lot more information. So this is good because now you have data of who's your customer, who's buying it, and could be a very beneficial. So that's one of the biggest benefits to be in my opinion. That's probably the biggest benefit of doing FBM. All that information captured that maybe later on you can reuse and use it for something else. Amazon has two selling plans for FBA and FBM. They have individual and professional. The individual seller plan includes free product listings, but it has certain limits. Also, as an FBA seller, you're allows you to limit product storage to keep your inventory in Amazon warehouse. In addition, you have to pay 99 cents on each order you receive from Amazon. We definitely recommend, if you want to do this for actual money, not just for one-offs, two-offs, not just for buying a Starbucks cup type of money, to get a professional selling account. Even though it costs you $40, you're going to make way more than that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Customer support. As FBA sellers have kept inventory on Amazon side, Amazon support team provides free customer support to FBA sellers. They handle customer inquiries, complaints, and the product return process. A lot of the tedious stuff they handle, so that's really cool. It's a time-saving thing. Fulfilled by merchant sellers, they get to spend a lot of time handling complaints and returns. I definitely don't return it. Don't recommend it. So one of the biggest things is the Prime badge. So people look for the Prime badge if they're Prime members, because they get that free fast shipping in 48 hours or less, and sometimes even a lot faster. So, and you get to own the buy box a lot more if you are if you send it FBA. So if Amazon has it, they can control a lot more the shipping, so they give you that little badge, and that's what people look for. They don't trust just sellers, they trust Amazon to deliver on their promise. So one thing to look out for, you need to do inventory management. So Amazon has an inventory cost besides the regular cost, and it does go up on the last quarter. So in the last quarter, as you can see here, from January to September, for keeping stuff in the Amazon warehouse is 75 cents per cubic foot. From October to December, it goes to 240 per cubic foot. So it's expensive to keep stuff in Amazon. So you have to really do good inventory management. One of the things that I like about having customers' products here is that we can send in the inventory little by little in a way that doesn't affect it. You really have to watch out for in the last quarter, because it's so expensive that it will definitely impact your business. I think last year we paid $20,000. A couple of those months that we had a lot of inventory, and we definitely learned our lesson to watch out for that. Okay, the buy box is a button that appears on the listing that says buy it now. The customer can directly take action. It's like a one-click button to buy the product. So it is available for FBA sellers from the first day you list a product under FBA. As the inventory is available in Amazon, they're pretty sure of the product delivery. So this is like if you own the buy box, you're basically the person that's selling it. It's not like eBay where there is hundreds of listings of one single product. In Amazon, it tends to be one product, and everybody that sells that product is under that listing, and they compete for price, they compete for quality, and so a few other factors. So definitely something to look out for. As an FBM, you can't really expect the buy box unless your product is way lower, because it's kind of a negative that you get to ship the product and not somebody that has a major guarantee. So one of the things that you can also do as an FBA seller, You can sell the stuff on Amazon, but you can also do multi-channel order processing or fulfillment. So basically, having the stuff in Amazon, and let's say you sell it somewhere else, you can go into your portal and ship it to another customer. If you can sell it on eBay, you can sell it on other platforms like Walmart. So you can sell the product and then have Amazon fulfill it. Basically meaning that Amazon doesn't own the product, doesn't sell the product, only hosts the product and fulfills it. But it's an advantage because you can hit different marketplaces and basically use Amazon to fulfill the product, to do the sending. So there is something, a long-term storage fee. So basically after a year, now I think they're doing also a 6-month storage fee. So if Amazon does not want to hold your stuff, they don't want to be a mini storage, they don't want to be just holding stuff. So they added another fee. If your stuff's not selling, and it's on Amazon, they're going to charge you a fee. But that problem, if you choose the inventory right and you follow our guidelines, you're not going to have that issue. You should not have long-term storage fee because you should not be holding something for more than 6 months. That should not happen. If not, something is, there's bad inventory management. So which one is best? We believe FBA is the best for most of the models. For private label, meaning that you can label the item or it's your own product, FBA. For online arbitrage, FBA. Retail arbitrage is stuff that you buy at the store that sometimes you want to flip fast, like if you buy it at a store on clearance. So it depends on the profit. It has to be high profit. Drop shipping is not allowed, but if you're doing drop shipping, you definitely want to do FBM because you want to move fast. Drop shipping, basically you don't own the product, so that's why, even though it's not allowed, you really if you do something like that, then you want to do FBM. If you do wholesale, it's basically the same thing. Handmade goods, basically fulfilled by a merchant because you don't make it until they ordered, and used items fulfilled by a merchant. So something that you really want to watch out for. So can you do FBA and FBM? Yes, you can. You can do a lot of FBA. One of the things that we do is we do FBA, and if we run out, in order not to lose the rank. So when you run out of inventory, nobody has the inventory, Amazon will penalize you for not being in stock. So what we do is we do FBM to try not to run out while we fulfill or we send in to Amazon FBA, because running out of stock is a bad thing. Okay, so definitely you want to use FBA and FBM to your advantage, but you want to be an Amazon FBA seller, and you definitely, if you gotta get this concept right, you need to sell on Amazon because largest marketplace, more than 50% of e-commerce sales, people trust Amazon, and you definitely want to be selling on the phone, not in the store, and you definitely can see other sellers succeeding. I hope this was helpful information. It's the basics, but we're gonna dive into some deep stuff in the next video, so check it out.